You're listening to Acoustic Songs live from WNJR in Washington, Pennsylvania. And we have here in the studio, heard of Main Street from Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, guys?
Doing real well.
Good. Cool.
Good to be here.
Thank you very much for coming up here. Leaving early this morning. I guess you were all over the place. All showed up here in your cars and ready to play some.
We're lucky it worked out.
More music here on Saturday morning. I normally ask guests to play something right off the top. What are you going to do for us?
We're going to do one here called Train Station Blues.
All right. This is the Herd of Main Street on WNJR.
Train station, about 9:45. Looking for my baby on the number 7. She was coming home again. Down at the landing, no, I did not see her there. Just around the corner, hiding in the shadows, she was with another man. Lord, and I took that hail. I pulled out my pistol, Lord, and I took that hail. I couldn't pull the trigger, a little too slow, yeah. I was shot by the other man.
All right.
All right.
Wake up, people. Yeah. Saturday morning. Get your coffee, and that was awesome. Sounds really good through these headphones. We were, doing the sound check and trying to, it's real nice and balanced. And
Room
everything.
sounds good, man. Great station down here.
Yeah, we try.
It doesn't feel like a basement when you get down here. It's nice.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a basement in a big building, yeah. So going around the room, we have Lance Smith on the drums and Kevin Albin on the bass, Corey Zook on guitar, Gina McKibben on vocals, guitar. Jenna.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Jenna McKibben on vocals, guitar, slide guitar, pedal steel, piano, mandolin, not all at once. Peter McKibben.
It's Piter. No.
Peter McKibben, who's playing guitar, harmonica, vocals, and piano. Not here today. No pianos in the room today.
You just can't see him.
All acoustic. Yeah, a little tiny piano right there on my iPhone piano. Yeah. So hey, thanks again, guys, for coming. And I checked you guys out online in your live shows. Really, really awesome. The videos that I saw, and that's really what I look for. Want to know what you guys sound like live.
That's
So,
great. I mean, it's a little different than probably what you've seen on there, so it's fun to
Definitely.
give us a chance to do something different like this. It's nice.
Yeah, and I was checking out Jenna's little slide. It's a piece of it's a plumbing piece of copper plumbing tee. It's a copper plumbing tee. I
It
guess
has
it
the
is.
best tone that I've played. I mean, I have a whole bunch of different slides, but
I think the sound's able to come out of the
They don't
top
sound-
right there. See,
yeah,
little sound hole on the slide. It's
You should
nice.
find a little tiny speaker,
natural amplification.
wire that baby up and Bluetooth or whatever, little
Now we're
little Bluetooth speaker there. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the Herd of Main Street and how you guys became the Herd of Main Street.
The Herd Main Street goes pretty far back through different high school relationships, things like that. College, kind of putting people together. A lot of family in this band. Lance and Jenna are brother and sister. And Corey and I knew each other in high school. Kevin worked in an arcade nearby while we were back then. And we broke a lot of the pinball machines, I think, and kind of had to stick Kevin around. But it was good. The band's been around for a long time, different, groups and all that. A couple different members have come and gone, but this has been the best lineup for us, and it's been the most fun, too.
That's cool. I mean, especially if you got to travel and do things like that, and you guys are all tight. And,
Yeah,
So we're married. You
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
say that part.
yes.
You said family.
The last
but then
name,
you-
all
we
that.
could be brother and sister. They don't know.
That's true. I do see the same name.
See?
Yeah.
He figured it out.
Yeah.
But no, it's one of those things where, it's always hard to get work schedules to line up and all that. But
Yeah.
whenever we can, though, it's just great to actually leave town a little bit and see what else is out there. And, things like this. It's just always great to see, what else is available to, musicians local or from afar. It's really something.
And you were doing a show in Connecticut, you said?
Yeah, we were up in Connecticut last night and played a late show and a lot of driving in the middle of the night. But yeah, it was great. It was Connecticut was really something. Like I said, it was a different vibe. A lot of fall colors up there still, and the people that filled the streets because it's unbelievably warm this time of year up there. So the whole
70s.
place was just
We went to the beach.
electric.
New Haven was awesome. It's a great music town.
Yeah, great folks
wow.
up there.
Wow. So, how long you been together? The band itself?
Oh, I knew I should have studied that before we came on.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say 8 years, something like that. Around 8 years, yeah.
Cool. And you're based out of Baltimore. What is there any particular section or when you
Corey,
say
you know the
Bal-
city better than we do, I guess.
Well, when Peter and I first moved to the city, we lived in Hamden.
The Hamden areas,
Hamden,
we played a lot of,
Charlestown,
yeah.
I guess is the main.
Right around Johns Hopkins campus,
Yeah,
around
that
there, yeah.
sounds
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with the area. That's why I was wondering if people were tuning in and listening to, find you where you're.
Nowhere near the wire. We don't play anywhere near the wire for all the Baltimore rookies out there.
Anywhere cool. Anywhere where there's cool people.
They took that
Not
off
hip,
of
but cool.
Netflix, and I didn't catch up on all of it, and they took it off, and I was kind of mad. I was like, man, I wanted to watch that whole thing, because Steve Earle's in that.
That's right, yeah.
And I didn't get to see the episodes where he was in it. I was trying to catch up. I'm like, okay, I'm on season 3. Blah, blah. Sooner or later, Steve Earle's coming. And then it's off of Netflix.
There you go.
Missed the whole thing, so I'm gonna have to get the DVD. So, in case you just tuned in, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live. I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and we broadcast live from here at Washington and Jefferson College at WNJR, and we stream live at WNJR.org. Also, if you go to acousticsongs.com, you'll find the video and audio of the shows, which you'll find the video and audio of this show today in a few days. And the Herd of Main Street, their website is herdofmainstreet.com. That's HERD of Main Street. You got it, .com. So you guys want to play another tune for us?
Yeah, I think we're going to do one that Jenna wrote here. This one's called Bonfire Flame.
1, 2, 3.
I want to lay my head down on your knee, tell you all the things I never said. You tell me where to write you, I can't seem to find a pen. Feels like you're so far away tonight. Putting out a wildfire's an awful hard thing to do. You know I did the best I could to stay away from you. But the Baltimore night lit up like a bonfire flame. Stood there in the ashes as I called your name. Can't find the words to say it, no words now can relay it. You pass me by, that won't happen twice. Leaving in the morning, I'm coming, rain or shine. I'll be there right by your side tonight. Putting out a wildfire's an awful hard thing to do. You know I did the best I could to stay away from you. But the Baltimore night lit up like a bonfire flame. Stood there in the ashes as I called your name. Oh, come on. Putting out a wildfire, awful hard thing to do. You know I did the best I could to stay away from you. When the Baltimore night lit up like a bonfire flame. Stood there in the ashes as I called your name.
Really cool. I like that song.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I like all your stuff. That's why you're here. Yeah. So tell me about the name, the Herd of Main Street. How did that come about? I was wondering about that.
Oh, it's actually we don't quite know, but I found an old T-shirt in the back of my dad's closet during a spring cleaning back home, and right on the back of the T-shirt, Herd of Main Street, abbreviated street, and never found out what it was. He said it might have been a motorcycle thing he ran with back in the 70s. He wasn't too sure, so there might be a story that maybe he just doesn't feel I'm old enough to know yet. Don't know about that.
Okay.
But it just had a good ring to it, and it just kind of stuck.
Gotcha. Okay. So the band sound, you guys, I'm looking at your bio, and you've been compared to kind of like Baltimore's modern day version of the band. Kind of like that's the...
Yeah, we'll take that. We didn't argue that one at all.
Yeah.
We didn't check the spot checker at all on that one.
I
So-
like to call it Omni Americana. That's the name I came up with.
Omni Americana. So there's a whole lot of different influences in there.
That's probably one of the curses we have is we almost listen to too much music, I think, between all of us. I know Kevin does a lot of stuff on his own that we love you to bring to the table sometime. We don't know if we can keep up, I don't think.
What-
And Lance, like any drummer, of course, has a jazz catalog in his back pocket at all times. Jenna's much more into some Celtic stuff that can drive me nuts sometimes, but she's got me on a few Sandy Denny records that I'm enjoying.
Yes.
Corey's always kind of coming through more the garage rock thing. I always kind of associate that with you sometimes. And I'm a classic 50s, 60s honky-tonk guy, and there's always some sort of soul between all of us, and it just, there's too much going on. So we kind of have to figure out what we're going to do when we all come together for a practice.
Well, that's cool. It's an amalgam of different types of music all thrown together in there. But I was wondering, what you listen to, growing up, that type of stuff. But I guess you listen to classic country, kind of. Is that listen to dad's records or something like that? Or
I mean, I got into
Blues a lot more than
I guess
country
I came
earlier.
through a lot of blues and all
I
that.
was gonna
and-
say in high school,
All of us were
nothing but-
blues
nothing
heads
but
in high
blues.
school, I think.
Yeah, a lot of blues snobs
Yeah.
through us and all that. And but then you just, you find out what's out there, and you find out who influenced who, and songs you thought were original, all of a sudden you're finding a recording from 1932. It has the same lyrics. So it's always fun to kind of take that journey and find out, it's all kind of relative.
yeah, what kind of people did you really like when you were listening to the blues stuff?
John Lee Hooker has always been a huge influence of mine. Just that whole style, it's uncomparable to anything, I think. What'd you listen to? Muddy Waters, you were a big Muddy Waters fan?
Yeah.
I just listened to it more to study it. I was a big British. I like anything British. George Harrison.
Yeah.
I'm a big Fairport Convention, Richard Thompson nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Clapton. That was what really I was always into, but the most, I think. And then I got into the other stuff after finding him, I guess, and listening to him. Freddie King, B.B. King, and all that stuff coming from him is exactly how I found it.
How about you guys, Lance? And
For me, it's probably a toss-up between Black Sabbath or the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
well
both
that's
of those kind of paved my future. So,
Buck. Kevin, what about you, man?
I'm a child of the 90s, so just big grunge, slacker rock,
Yeah,
all that stuff, yeah.
Nirvana,
Very
Pearl
much so,
Jam, and
very much so.
yeah, all that. Yeah, that was a nice change from see. I don't want to say I'm a child of the '80s, but all that hair band stuff, and that was just a bad period to me. I don't know.
And they say everything
I
comes
agree.
back, so get ready for the maybe the rebirth of that, maybe.
Nah, not on this show.
There you go. There you go.
It's already back. Everything's back.
Yeah.
We were talking about
Yeah.
this last night. There's a niche for literally every style of music now.
Yeah, that is
It's
true, and you can find it, and you can choose to watch it or not. And I don't choose to watch it. I have I don't want to see any finger tapping long hair band from the
Yeah.
'80s kind of stuff. Poison or any of that kind of stuff. No, I don't want
Yeah.
to see any of that. Only to amuse my children and say, "Hey, look at this! You believe that they used to do this
Used to
stuff?"
happen.
That's good.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I do. I say, I can't believe that this song was actually popular. But people evolve, right? I
Yeah.
mean, trends change. Who would have thought that a band like Mumford & Sons would have been real popular or something like that?
Yeah,
I mean,
10 years earlier now.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden it just comes back. This roots Americana stuff is making its wave, and now there's other stuff coming out. So yeah, it's all good. In case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live. We have the Herd of Main Street here in the studio, and you guys want to play another tune?
Yeah, we got another Baltimore tune here for you. House of 216. You want to do a banjo on that one? No? Okay. But in Baltimore, we all, in various times, I think that we all get stuck living in what we call the row houses in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of those throughout Charles Street and throughout Hamden area and all that. And this is a song about a row house that Corey and I had the chance to spend some time in.
See, the house of 216 is haunted, and when you go in, you'll never come out. The truth is, I come out too early. Things would've got worse if I hung around. They say the house of 216 is haunted, but not by the ghost of a fallen man. If our love was adrift on the ocean, yeah, the house is where the ship went down. takes more than 4 walls to build a house. It takes a lot more to tear one down. You won't ever hear it coming. Hearts breaking, don't make a sound. Well, the grass has grown up past the windows, and there's rain falling in on the stairs. I spread my hands out across the dashboard, not enough fingers to count all the years. And the kids throw stones at the windows, and they laugh at the sound of breaking glass. But their laughter fades as time slips away. Ain't it funny how memories can last? It takes more than 4 walls to build a house. It takes a lot more to tear one down. You won't ever hear it coming. Hearts breaking, don't make a sound. Well, that house at 216 still standing, although not with much pride. Oftentimes I take the long way home just to try to catch a glimpse of inside of those rooms that once held meaning, and those walls that once held our fears. Well, the laughter piled up to the ceiling, and the floors all stained with tears. It takes more than 4 walls to build a house. It takes a lot more to tear one down. You won't ever hear it coming. Hearts breaking, don't make a sound. You won't ever hear it coming. Hearts breaking, don't make a sound.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Man, I could listen to this all day. I will. Because you have a couple of CDs out, and I'm hoping you brought some with
Yeah,
you.
we did bring some for you. Yeah. So
Yeah. New EP, Bound to Echo.
yes, that's the latest EP, Bound Echo, and that was a really fun record to make. It was very different for us. We went in there with the basic idea of what we wanted to do. We knew we didn't want to do a full length. We wanted it to be an EP, and we just went in and pretty much turned up the amps, all kind of faced each other, and just really cut loose on it. And it had some really good results with it.
I also felt like we had really strong songs, like 5 really strong ones that we could just put together and not have to like whittle down
Yeah.
15, 20 songs. We had these 5 that we were really, especially the one next weekend that we were really into, that I think kind of set the tone for it, because that was, we wanted that one, and then we had a couple other ones, and they were just all really great.
Where did you record it?
It was a place in Towson, Maryland called Nice Package Recording.
Productions.
And unfortunately, well, it doesn't matter now, they're gone. So I can get the name wrong all day if I want to. But
They're
it
out
was
of
a
business.
good friend of ours, Jason George, that ran the studio, and we've done all of our recording with him. So the tough part now is, if he's not there, where are we going? So it's we were still planning out different studio times and things like that to try to get this next project off the ground.
Another one, a new one.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
one coming. So the first release was Hearts, Roads, and Tears in 2009. Is that right?
2000, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And then Severed and Dollar Grave,
Yeah,
All right.
$7 Grave.
Rust on Metal, and they can find all of those on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, iTunes, CD Baby.
CD Baby.
And by all means, drop us an email and we'll talk to you and send you out one. Do it that way. as close to face to face as we can get.
Come to a show and get it there.
That's the best way.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way to find music. I was watching the Country Music Awards, the CMAs, the other day. I don't know, has anybody watched that?
Did you lose the remote?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. The Facebook actually asked me. It said, the CMAs are on.
Yeah.
And then it said, like, what do you think, or whatever like that. I don't think I'm going to watch it. That was my response. But then here, this guy, Chris Stapleton, apparently won all this stuff, and he's like the real deal bluegrass guy that's been around forever, and plays real music, And they did a thing with Justin Timberlake, and apparently covered a George Jones tune, Tennessee Whiskey, and it was really good, And I was humbled by my comments. I had to take everything back,
Well, One thing we always keep in mind too is, a lot of those huge stars that are out there, what people don't really realize is that their backup bands are some of the hardest working musicians out there who are just doing that to get a meal ticket so they can make some of their own music. And there's some great records on some smaller labels when you do and you look into it. And especially a lot of pedal steel players out there are just, they're doing that so they can work and live and pay the rent. But they're phenomenal players that play a lot of good old time music that are out there. Yeah,
and that was kind of what I had said on one of my postings, is that every day of the week, every night, there's live music out there that people really should go out and support. Buy the CDs, pay the cover charges, do everything you can to support live musicians, because these guys like Chris Stapleton, they weren't overnight sensations. They've been doing this forever, and all of a sudden some record company executive or something like that decides okay, we'll put $1 million budget behind you. And then they're like, hey, wow, we heard of this have you heard this new guy? You're like, oh man.
He's like 45 years old.
His first band is awesome too, the Steel Drivers.
Yeah, I had heard the name before, but I didn't really, so I started looking and trying to find, video, watching.
Also, well, I'm glad Chris Stapleton, he's a good songwriter. He's been trying for a long time, and it's good that he's getting recognition. But listen to Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, that's another person.
If you like Chris Stapleton, move up to Sturgill Simpson.
There's
he's out there
guys
trying to, and he's not getting as much recognition. In my opinion, he's much better all around.
That was the thing.
Like all those guys, check out the Herd of Main Street as well too.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for. I don't know why I'm saying all these other names all of a sudden here.
Well, that was what I was trying to get back around to, is that you guys are out there playing music all the time, and there are so many bands that are out there that are playing great music, and there's the folks that seem to get the recognition or something to that effect, or I listened to some of those. I'm like, they should have put the auto-tune on. Honestly, some of those artists were like, please, I would rather hear you with auto-tune, because man, you really are singing out of key, and all this bro country kind of stuff. Some of it was like, this isn't even country. And I'm not a crazy country music fan. I'm a roots fan, but these guys, I don't know who, Florida Georgia Line or whatever. I'm like,
oh god,
that's not country music, and what the heck? I was just amazed. I normally don't watch that because of the fact that it is, just so ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, you guys were looking on, getting a gig in this area. I hope nothing panned out. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Call it a day. This is the easiest day we've had, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to help you out there.
We got time for lunch, and we can take it easy now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll come back up and play a live show in the area. Somewhere that people can come out.
Yeah, it'd be great. We're checking out the city after this, and it seems like a great town, and it's always fun to be walking around a college town and see what they got.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh itself, like the town, the big, there's a lot of good places there for this kind of music.
So you're saying forget Washington, go up to Pittsburgh.
No. I not forget Washington. There are some places I could recommend. what I was getting at, that you know, if you're going to go into the city, then really Pittsburgh is, there's so much there. You just can't say, like, you know, I like the Ravens or something. You know, it's like, what? You know, that it's like that rivalry. I don't know why, you know, how it started. It started back with Cleveland, I think. You know, the whole football thing. But you know. So in case you just joined us here, this is WNJR in Washington, Pennsylvania, and we broadcast at 91.7 FM and stream live at WNJR.org. I'm your host, T. Mitchell Bell, and we have the Herd of Main Street here on Acoustic Songs Live, and they're playing some tunes for us. Americana, I would kind of put it in that genre. You guys have something else you'd like to do for us?
Yeah. We'll do a little bit of love. This is off the album Rust on Metal.
Well, it doesn't take much, just a little bit of love. That's what makes me smile. You can show it, you can say it, kneel down and pray it. Either way, I'll take it all. So put some more coins in the jukebox, slip the bartender one more five. Just before the clock strikes 12, kiss me one more time.
The bottle's dry and the band's been gone for hours.
Well, all that's left is for us to leave.
You were just a friendly passing stranger,
And you were just this stranger's fantasy. Oh! I know I should be ashamed of all the things I've done, the jokes I've made, the pranks I played, and all the songs I've sung. So put some more coins in the jukebox, slip the bartender one more five. Just before the clock strikes 12, kiss me one more time.
the beat of your heart tells me that you're nervous.
Tell me, mama, what else could I be?
The doors are closed, the sun will start rising.
How about you and me keep living this dream? Yep. Well, it doesn't take much, just a little bit of love. That's what makes me smile. You can show it, you can say it, kneel down and pray. Either way, I'll take it all. So put some more coins in the jukebox, slip the bartender one more five. Just before the clock strikes 12, kiss me one more time.
Awesome. Man, your voices are like,
I hope so. I can never hear her. She's so quiet. I rely on those.
You're just
like,
loud.
I'm just loud. Yeah, that's all.
well, it sounds great through the headphone. I can hear.
That's all that matters.
You know, the feed is
I'm
great.
standing a little closer to the mic.
Sound great together. Your voices blend so well.
It's better. We're married.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
can work together pretty well at this point. At this point.
How long you guys been married?
4 years.
4 years?
Whoa, look at that. 4 years. I knew the answer to that one. That's
Yeah, the guy's always got to get that one right, man.
right. I even
Like,
hesitated just in case.
yeah. So that's a unique thing, playing music together as a married couple.
I'm sure it makes everybody here uncomfortable
Yeah, it really does.
when we
They
travel.
were all in the wedding.
But I also think that being in a band and your spouse is not,
Yeah, that's worse.
that's tough.
That's way worse.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
These guys
know.
are dealing with it right now. You
Yeah.
gotta drive almost straight back because you got tickets
Yeah.
with your lady friend. Yeah.
And then you throw kids in the mix, and it even makes it kind of like.
Don't
Yeah.
throw them in there.
Yeah. So I think if you're going to travel and play music together, that there's a unique perspective that a couple.
I mean, this is even before we were married. This has always felt like a family to me, especially. I mean, one of the first times I played live on my own, Jenna was in the crowd and Lance was in the crowd with a sweet Black Sabbath T-shirt. I remember that, and like hair down to your waist.
So proof that he was telling the truth.
And yeah, it's just always felt like a family. We've always been real close. It's hard to keep a group of people together, whether they're your friends or even your family. It's hard to keep a group of people together for so long. And sometimes I think we're a little lax on each other, where we let each other get away with a little too much, where I think we could be sometimes a little more diligent. It's my way of getting that out. But no, it's just...
It's a band meeting right on the air.
right there. But no, I mean, I think I can speak for all of us and say we'd all go into battle with each other. It's always got each other's backs.
Yeah, I've been in that situation where I've been in bands where, that in a relationship have been, brother-in-law, all that kind of, type of stuff. And, those are, I think the fun part, I guess the fun part of it is that we probably spend a little bit too much time just partying and, rather than playing, because you're just like, let's take a break, and then, it was like that type of thing. But, no, I was watching Jenna. She's got all these different instruments, and she's also playing slide, and that's a pretty unique thing, to see. I don't really see a lot of female slide players, especially acoustic. That I think of Rory Block, and Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah.
I know
The
you're a fan
only one
of
I
Cindy
can name.
Cash Dollar is one that you
Yeah, I love Cindy.
do as well too. Yeah.
Yeah, how did you get into playing slide guitar?
I'm a big George Harrison fan. He's like my hero of all heroes, and Ron Wood fan also.
Yeah.
And I just kind of aspire to be like them. I really aspire to be Rich Robinson, just a female version of him from the Black Rose.
But half the instruments we just force on.
Yeah, well, I like to
Yeah.
be known as the jack of all trades or whatever. But yeah, and through that I got into playing.
She plays a great pedal steel guitar too. We didn't bring it because it's an
pedal
acoustic
steel.
thing,
But yeah, I barely
really?
ever
Wow.
play
Great
it
pedal steel
acoustic.
player.
Just today we thought we'd bring the resonator because it sounds so awesome. It
Wow.
sits at home and hardly ever gets played.
Wow. Yeah, I was just wondering about that. That's a pretty cool thing, especially a lot of bands out there. You really don't see it. You see a lot of, I guess, female fiddle players. That's kind of
Yeah.
like a thing.
It's a thing now, yeah.
Yeah, like a female fiddle player in the band.
If you
I
can
don't-
play a string instrument, you can play another string instrument. You can play the fiddle, you can play the guitar. They just haven't tried.
Oh,
Speaking for all of them right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I picked up a fiddle sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this at all.
The bow is a little. I dabble in it, but the bow is a little more intense than the guitar. So
Yeah.
definitely, if you can play with a bow, you can definitely play with a pick.
Don't listen
So
to her.
ladies,
She's a
pick up the
natural.
guitar.
Yeah.
She is a natural, and every instrument we tell her to play, that she can pick it up in like a week. So.
Wow.
I am a music teacher also, so that helps.
Doesn't help anything.
Full-time
I mean, it doesn't
job?
help us, but
Yeah,
it helps. It helps me.
It puts you somewhere
We know
9 to
what I'm
5.
doing.
Doesn't help.
That's the day gig. So
Yeah.
what do you guys do, like day gig wise?
Lance, where are you working now?
I do IT work.
He can't speak about it.
Yeah, he's doing IT work,
Retail.
retail. I work at a record shop. Corey's in IT.
IT.
So, I mean, we are the most boring people, I think, outside of the band. So,
It's funny. A lot of musicians are actually in IT. I found a lot of
I guess it's the hours, right?
I mean, I just feel like computers and stuff just come naturally to me. Like I don't have any like training or any of that kind of stuff. It's just I feel like I know how to use a computer. I think most musicians know how to use a computer. I think any of you guys could do a help desk IT job. Because all it really is just.
It's
being
Papa
able-
Corey looking out for all of us here.
being
He
able
wants, he wants us to advance to another level here.
You gotta just be able to listen to the people and just think critically, and then you can.
That's right, kids.
You can do it.
This is college radio.
You can get a
You
job
can get that
too.
degree. Ignore it and work
Any of
IT.
the students out there listening and you're thinking about poli-sci, just switch right now.
Don't major in music.
Yeah,
Play
just
it on the side.
yeah, just go to IT. Yeah, That's funny. You guys, you want to play another tune?
Yeah, I think we'll play one off the Bound to Echo. This is next weekend. And we're looking forward to playing this one, actually, because this is a different way for us to play it, and we had a lot of fun practicing it. So
Sorry.
The name of the song is Next Weekend.
next weekend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're going to play this next weekend. I was waiting for you to tell me where.
Future's now.
There's no pickup.
Yeah, can I sing Lance?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Said all I could yesterday to try and make you, darling, change your mind and stay. Door was open, I never thought you would leave, but here I am crying, wiping tears off my sleeve. Feels like I'm headed to where I've already been. Maybe my luck will change back next weekend. Whispered a prayer to anyone that might hear. I'm tired of working every day, each month, each year. I ain't saying I need 15 minutes of pay, but I could use a little time on Saturday. Keep the windows rolled down, it broke 100 again. Just try to hang on until next weekend. I left Shreveport at 2 a.m. I come out richer than when I come in. For a short time, I could be king. Those 5 other nights, they don't mean a thing. Yeah. Get back up, start all over again. The same old routine can bring a brand new end. I've been coming to your store for over a year. You got that little black girl working as a cashier. I don't know her name or if she's got a boyfriend, but I'd like to take her out next weekend. I left Shreveport at 2 a.m. I come out richer than when I come in. For a short time, I could be king. Those 5 other nights, they don't mean a thing. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, what's funny? He's laughing about something over there, but nice.
Listen to the record, and then that's why it's really fun to do it that way. It's
Okay.
just, it's fun for us to hear a banjo on there.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
What does it have on it? No instrument.
Big
It's like
loud slide guitar.
super-
Yeah. It's,
Oh, okay.
It's fun to hear it that way.
Electric.
Gotcha. Well, the harmonica sound. I really dig your harmonica playing, man.
Oh, thank
Like,
you. Thank
especially
you. This is
the
my first instrument. I came through music through the harmonica, so it's this is all secondary.
I did too, man. Like 12 years old, like James Cotton and that kind of stuff. you
Nice,
know.
very nice. Yeah,
My old
yeah.
man-
Rocket '88, James Cotton's Rocket '88, still just you
and,
hear those reeds just popping right out of the harmonica.
Sonny Boy, second,
I go number 2 as well. Yeah.
Yeah. My old man, 12 years old, gave me a book, blues harmonica, Tony Littleson Glover, and like, here, learn, here's go get a C harp or whatever, and that's it. That's how I started too, man. It was the best thing. But yeah, the first song that you did, the harmonica parts, and what train?
I think it's a rule. If you play harmonica, you got to play a train sound. Yeah, train station
You
blues.
do, yeah. You got to play a train. That's where it all started from. You know, what's his name? The Piedmont blind Sonny Terry.
Sonny Terry, yeah.
Yeah, Sonny Terry. That's the other. Sonny Terry and James Cotton. That was it. That's about the only two people like I could like play like. You know, every single lick is just that. You
Yeah.
know, never changed. You know, since like I was a teenager, like 15 years
Those
old.
are good bookends to have right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but good. I mean, and a lot of people, you know, will say to you like, "How do you do that?" You know, the harmonica and the guitar and sing at the same time, and it's like natural. It's like riding a bike. Does it feel that way to you too?
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that, I mean, it's like talking and playing at the same time too after a point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hear, and then when I go like to play guitar, like I hear the lead parts as harmonica. I heard that Clapton, that's what he was trying to do when he started playing blues, is he basically was just trying to emulate
Yeah, mimic the harmonica.
the harmonica parts. And a lot of that stuff you go, oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah. They're trying to sound like Sonny Boy or something like
Yeah.
that on
That famous guitar lick is actually a Little Walter lick on the harmonica.
yeah, Little Walter. Yeah. Little, I forgot, how did I forget him, you know? Little Walter.
He's little.
Like, you know,
Easy to forget.
Jump is like one of my favorite tunes.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many great songs, but yeah, that's a cool thing. And then you know you add some, like some people add the foot parts in too. You know, they're like playing the drums and the you know, and I look at that and I go, I don't know how they do that. That amazes me.
A good tip for that is tape nickels on the bottom of your shoes, and you really get a good sound going when you start doing that.
Really?
Yeah, Scotch tape, not duct tape.
Or
Scotch
it
tape.
just falls off and just goes all over the stage.
You tried this
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
on a what, wooden stage or on a-
Wooden floor in a recording studio, and I'm pretty sure I trashed the wood floor. So Jason George, I apologize for ruining that floor, but yeah, it was good. Nice little scrapes. Made it feel like home in a studio.
I've never heard of that one, the nickel thing, but I have, you know, heard of the putting the mic, you know, on a. There's all those stomp boxes out there you can build, you know, kind of thing, you know. But still, nothing like a floorboards of a front porch, you know. That's,
Exactly.
That's the real deal, you know. And there's a one, oh, what's that movie? It Might Get Loud. I don't know if you saw that.
Bits and pieces. I've never seen. Yeah.
Did you see the intro? Jack White's taking
Oh,
this
yeah.
string, he just tunes that thing up
Yeah.
and starts playing.
Best part.
That's it. Yeah, it is. That's how it all started, you know. Going back to with your you know, loving the blues, the Delta blues stuff. I was into listening to a lot of that stuff, and it's amazing. They just took a piece of baling wire, tied it up to a couple nails, and played.
Pick up under it.
Yeah, just played it. It's amazing what you can do when you have to.
There's a great group outside of York, Pennsylvania. That's a big cigar box guitar organization, and I know they get together. It's fun to watch that. It's just these tiny little cigar boxes with, you know, guitar necks strapped onto them. Usually about 4 strings, I think. And I mean, they get some incredible sounds out of that. And it's kind of the same idea.
On my workbench, I got the parts.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do it, but I just never could find the time. There's a place in town where you can actually buy cigar boxes for $1 each, you know. So I found some
Pennsylvania's big on that. Yeah,
free ones, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. There's also, too bad you guys weren't on a Wednesday nights. We have a thing in town where they do it's banjos. It's actually like a banjo jam. There'll be like 25 banjos on stage, all playing the same song. You know, like probably Stephen Foster and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's the Elks Club on the north side. Every Wednesday night is the Pittsburgh Banjo Society, or you know, they do this thing.
That's neat.
It is, you know, but they're like insert your
It's a lot of
banjo,
banjos, yeah.
insert your banjo joke here. But you know, people show up, they drink PBR, and they watch like 20 banjo players on stage. You know, it's like a thing. You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of a cool thing to have. You know, to do. But in case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live, and we broadcast here from WNJR in Washington, Pennsylvania. And the Herd of Main Street is here on the show, and their website is Herd of Main Street, HERD of mainstreet.com, and you can say you heard them here. Sorry for the bad pun. You heard them first on WNJR. We try to bring you artists that from outside of the area that turn you on to that type of music, Americana. They've been playing here some songs from their 3 CDs. Go check them out on CD Baby on iTunes. Buy their music. I guess you can't go see their shows in Baltimore, but
You can drive down.
yeah, drive down if you're in the Baltimore area. We stream this all
It's a
over
good
the
city.
place.
It's not like The Wire, we promise.
If you're listening to us live out there in computer land, go see them in Baltimore. So you guys want to play another tune?
Yeah, I think we'll go,
You're tuning up. I can hear some.
Yeah, we'll go back to that first record that we did. We'll do Nightmare Memories.
I've seen the mountains and I've seen the lakes, but I have not seen the stars, even though I've come so far. Nightmare memories run through my brain. Hurts my heart, Lord, to see that day when they made us run away. Ancient shipyards breathe out red sand. Golden shore, they don't breathe no more. The smell of steel, Lord, it takes control. So I walk until I'm home. So I walk until I'm home. So I walk until I'm home. So I walk till I'm home. All right.
Nice.
Bump you there.
Man, I just want to put the music on and just drive. That's what makes me feel like getting out on the road, like,
Good place to be.
you know?
I'm sick of the road.
On the road? Yeah.
I'm sick
Turn
of the
ar-
road this week.
Yeah, we have two kinds of music here, country and western. What's that?
Blues Brothers? We got both kinds.
We have both kinds. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed having you guys here, listening to you play.
Yeah, thank you so
Oh,
much
it's,
for
yeah,
having
it's been our
us. We
pleasure.
had a
Seriously,
great
thank you
time.
so much for taking a chance on a Baltimore band and having them up here.
No. It's my pleasure having you here. You guys listened to you, and I was glad to be able to get you, especially traveling. I know that's a 4 or 5 hours kind of thing. Like oh man, going to another city just to play a gig and then head back or whatever. So really appreciate it. Let's see, next week we have a local band, Rightly Noted, that will be on the show, and check them out. Also, go to acousticSongs.com, and you'll be able to see the audio and video, or hear the audio, see the video of today's performance here on Acoustic Songs Live. And go to the Herd of Main Street's website. I see you guys have a gig coming up in Baltimore, the Auto Bar. That's the next...
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Next thing, couple weeks.
16th, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are tuning in from out of town, go check them out on the 16th, and hopefully we'll have them back up in the Pittsburgh area sometime playing, so we can let us know about that. And check out their new CD on. You can pick that up on CD Baby, correct?
Yeah, and iTunes as well. Yeah.
Your new EP that they just put out. You can play another tune to take us out if you would like. And
I
we're
think so,
getting
yeah.
really close to.
Do Last Cigarette? Sure.
And
Oh, you had retune.
Do Rust.
no,
Do Rust? Yeah, we'll do Rust on Metal.
okay, cool. I like. I'm enjoying listening to you. That's why I'm trying. You play a lot of songs. I'm like, okay, let's hear another one, man.
Yeah, let's get one more in here if we can, and if we hit that time, we'll give us the classy fade out.
Exactly. So thanks a lot, all you guys. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you for
man.
listening.
May these walls crumble to the ground when I'm gone. May God show no mercy on your soul. When the clock on the wall says it's time to go, I hope you'll be sitting at the bar alone. Never once did I ever believe in you. I never did the things you wanted me to do. When sunset creeps in and all else is through, I'll dream of the day when I get rid of you. I gave you my heart, all you took was my blood. I showed you support, you shot me down where I stood. Your sickness grows despite your smile. I think everyone knows I ain't the first to leave. There's been others before. When your well runs dry, it won't get filled no more. I gave you my heart, all you took was my blood. I showed you support, you shot me down where I stood. Also, can only last so long before truth shows us exactly where things went wrong. I can chew on your words, but I don't have to swallow yours.